Hi everyone, Kitch here from SoundFlow. Welcome to another live coding session. So in this session, I'm going to walk through how to create a script that opens a recent session. And we've had Tom reach out in the forum to say, anyone, I can't find a macro to open a recent session. So what I was thinking is a first way we could deal with this is have a interactions pop-up menu come up and list all of the recent projects that are from the file menu in Pro Tools, and then have the user select it and then have that project opened. So let's get started. So if I head on over to SoundFlow and let's go plus, click the plus button here and select script and go open recent projects and Pro Tools. Okay, so now what we're going to do first of all, I'm going to walk you through how to work with an interaction in SoundFlow that shows a pop-up search menu. So to do that, first of all, I'm just going to make a list of projects, just a sample list of projects. So I'm going to go const, and I'll call it project recent project names, and let's create an array. And in this array, the first project we'll call project 1, and then project 2, and then project 3. We'll put commas at the end here so that we've got 3 projects there. So now if I log this out, recent project names, and open the log here, if I run that, we get project 1, project 2, project 3, just like this. So now what we want to do is we want to put this into a pop-up menu. So we need it to show a pop-up menu, and then we need to get the user selection from that pop-up menu. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go const, and we're going to say target project name equals, or target project. Let's just call it target project for this. I'll explain why I've removed the name section later. Okay, so target project, and we're going to use sf.interaction. So sf interaction holds a whole bunch of different interactions. So you can display a dialog, a notification, you can have a pop-up search, pop-up text, and a whole bunch of other things like selecting files and folders and things like that. So the one that we want for this one though is going to be pop-up search. And pop-up search has a bunch of different properties that we can select, but the main property that we want is the items. So the items that we want to put in there is the project names. So the way that the SF Interactions pop-up search takes that that information, it takes it in as an array like this. So it's an array of objects where it has name and then the name of the project. So it would be project 1. So this is hard coding it. And then if this next one, we had project 2, obviously we need a comma there, and then project 3. So this is hard coding it in so we get the data into the pop-up menu. So if I run this now, it'll come up and say project 1, project 2, project 3. And just so you can see that it's hard coded, if I change this to these 3 to test and ran that, it would come up with test 1, test 2, test 3. So we need to push this here, this array here, in as this format where it's name, test 1, test 2, test 3. So the way that we would do that is, instead of having this hard-coded array here, I would get the, let me make a bit more room here. I would get the recent project names. So delete this out. get the recent project names, and then we'd map this, but we'd map it as an object. So each of the project names, project name. So we're just going to send one at a time, send each project name into the this function here. And then we're going to create an object inside this map here, and then we're going to go name, and then we're going to go project name. So this now will create what we had before, which is an array full of name project objects. So if I run this, so actually I'll show you what this looks like. So if I copy this here and I just go throw 0, this means everything after the throw 0 won't run. And if I just go log and put this in here like this, and if I run that, you'll see it comes out as being name project 1, name project 2, name project 3. So that's exactly the format that we want to be able to use it inside the interaction search. So we can remove that now. And now we've got this. So the target project, what we're also going to do, I'm going to add in here, no, actually this should be enough actually for this, this example. So now we've got that, then we want to be able to do a menu click. But prior to that, let's set it up so that the recent project names are actually being collected from Pro Tools. So I'm just going to comment this out, and let's do this at the top here. So if I go over to Pro Tools, as you can see, when I click on File and then go to Open Recent, we've got three different projects here. One's called Song 1, Song 2, Song 3. This is just an example. Obviously, I don't name things like that, but I just thought as to make it easy to understand, I'd do that. So Open Recent, so File, Open Recent, and then we've got in there, and then we've got a clear option, and then we've got a divider. So let's see if we can get that information into code format that we can understand and use in SoundFlow. So I'm going to go const, and I'm going to go recent project names, and I'm going to go equals, and then I'm going to use sf.ui.protools, and then I'm going to use a method that is get menu item. So get menu item allows you to get a specific menu item. So if I get the menu item, the menu item that I want to get is going to be file with a capital F, and then open recent. And now if I just log this out, this is not exactly what we want yet, but I'm just going to log this out just so we can see what's going on. So I'll clear the log, and I use Shift, Control, and C to clear the log. So if I run that, we get the menu item. So I know from experience that the menu item here actually has children inside it. So when I say children, it has other menu items inside it, which are known as children. So to get that that stuff, I would say from the menu item, I would go first, children dot first. Let's have a look what this gives us. So this gives us the actual menu, and now inside that I want to do children dot map, and then menu item. So if I run this now, it gives us a list of all of the menu items. So you can see just as it's shown here under File, we have 3, 2, 1, a blank line, and then clear. So we've got 3, 2, 1, a blank line, and then clear. So if we want to show the titles, which is exactly what we want to do, let's get the title values from those. So I'm going to go dot title, dot value, and I'll clear out the log again and then run that one more time. So now we get exactly as it's shown. So song 3, 2, 1, a blank line, and then clear. So what we want to do is we want to remove these last two because we're never going to be needing those two. So the way that we're going to do that is we're going to do that before mapping the children out here. I'm going to put what's a method here known as the slice method. Slice. And what it does is it makes a slice at a starting point and an ending point. So the starting point, because we don't want to slice anything off the front, is going to be 0. And the ending point, we're going to slice 2 off the end. So we're going to go -2 because it's from the end. So now if I run this, now I just get the song, the project names, song 3, song 2, and song 1. So I hope that makes sense. So now we've got these titles. We can actually make this in the format that we want directly here, or we can keep it like we had here. But now I've replaced essentially this code here. So I'm going to uncomment this code, and I'm going to delete this and this. And so I'll clear that out, and if I run this again, it's going to come up with song 3, song 2, and song 1. So that's great. That's exactly what we want. So in here, we want to get the return value from this. Sometimes we get return values, and so what we want to do is we want to get the item here. So the item is going to be whatever the user selects. So to show you that in action, if I just go log, and then I go target project, and let's just go, let's change this actually back to target project name. Target project name, like so. So now we've got that. If I run that and I choose song 2 and press return, it comes up and says song 2. So what we actually want to do is we want to just return the name. So I'm just going to go name like that. And so now if I run this and I choose song 1, it just comes back with song 1. Or again, song 2, it comes back with song 2, which is great because that's what we need to be able to select it using the click menu item or by clicking a menu item. So now we've got that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go sf.ui.protools.menuClick, and in the menu click method we have the menu path, and the way that I made it do the code hinting there was after I'd put the curly braces and started a new line, I use Control and Spacebar, and that'll bring up the code hinting. So we've got a menu path, and if I roll over that, we can see that it takes in a string array. So we've got to make the value an array. So in the array here, we know that it's going to be the same as up here. So we've got file, open recent. So I'll paste those in there. And then one more comma, and then we need the target project name. And then that should do the trick. We could even make this a one line thing here. And so now if I run this, let's just do one thing at the top here, which is something that's really good to always put, which is if you're trying to automate a specific application, it's always good to activate its main window first, or activate it first. So sf.ui.protools.app activate main window, like so. And now cleaning this up, and you can click format to make sure that the formatting's all right. And now we can run this, and then if we select song 2, click that, it will open up that song 2. So there we go. So that's how you achieve that workflow. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please reach out in the forum thread, and I'd be happy to help you out.